This is our senior sit to stand presentation. I'm Sean.
I'm Caleb.
And I'm Sophie.
So the purpose of our sit to stand assessment is to determine the fall risk of older adults, generally in a 60, 65 plus range, and by determining their lower body strength and endurance and balance, we can assess their fall risk. Because the older you get, you develop sarcopenia in muscles, and you're also susceptible to more injury when you fall, like broken bones and other things. So our population, the targeted population is older adults, again 60, 65. And this can be, and we can also use it for younger populations depending on if they have neurological conditions or other underlying conditions that lead to fall risk. Also with having PNS issues, peripheral nervous system issues, or also Parkinson's, people might have trouble standing up, or just might be more susceptible to falls and a higher fall risk. So the equipment we use is a sturdy chair right here with no arms, and that's pretty easy in and of itself, and then a standard stopwatch.
Alright, so the common procedure for this test is to have the chair against the wall, or here we have it against the desk, and we're going to have our client come in, sit in the middle of the chair, and we're going to have feet shoulder width apart. You're going to cross your arms over your chest and have them resting nicely. So the whole point is for them to stand up and down to full extension in the 30 seconds. And they can just do it as quickly as they possibly can. If they're old people, so they're probably not going to be that fast, but they can try their best. So just show them one correct rep. They're just going to stand and sit back down. And that's what they're going to do the whole 30 seconds. So some common errors that we can see is that they start using their hands to get up, or their arms, like that. So that would be a 0 rep. We wouldn't count that rep. So go back. And then another one is that because the chair is against the wall, they could use their legs and push back on the chair, kind of to like help prop them up. If that makes sense. So that is also an error. We would not count that rep either. So we're gonna go ahead and show a full procedure. So on the word go, you're gonna go ahead and stand and keep going. All right, and go. 1, 2, 3,
Good rep, Sean.
4. Make sure you're not swinging your arms. Keep your arms by your chest. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Time's up. Oh. Wonderful. Okay, so let's just say Sean was a 60-year-old man. 9 is not that great. So we would look at the data right now, but that's pretty much how we assess our fall risk. So anything that's under their recommended norm is what we're gonna look at.
So for our data interpretation, I looked at 2 different studies, and they did a compilation of all the participants they had. The top one is the CDC, which used 131 participants, and the bottom one is Rakili and Jones, 1999, which used the bottom one. They were able to use a plethora of different studies, such as from Hong Kong, elderly home, and other homes, such as active adults or inactive adults, and they compiled all these, looked at the medians, looked at what the correlated health risks are, and set the standards for what they think the standards are. As we can see, there is a slight difference between both the CDC and Rakili and Jones's studies, but they generally fall within the same line. You're generally going to want to be around 15 or so for men, and around 12, 13 for women when you're 60, 64. And same, it goes slowly down as people get older. It's not expected for them to be able to go as quickly, but they still are expected to go up and down. So 65, 69, about 12 to 11, or about 15, 16, so somewhere around that 13, 14 range, and it continues to go down. If a participant, an elderly person, is not able to properly do all the reps, that can be a consideration for a fall risk. But while you're doing the test, you also want to be, as the assessor, see how they're getting up. Like I clearly only got up 9 times, but you can see I got up steadily. I didn't have any problems. So from there, as the instructor, I'll be like, okay, we can redo the test, and I'll be like, can you go a little faster? And I have those qualitative analysis while looking at it. So these numbers are a good guideline, but they are not the set gold standard for what is expected. The big key factor is those qualitative things. So are they having mobility issues while they're getting up? Do they not move their hips, knees, ankles? Are they having strength issues? Are they not able to physically get up? Like, are they using their hands a lot or tempted to use their hands a lot? And all these other factors, neurological factors that we talked about. And are these balance issues that, okay, now we need to set in a program, such as, okay, a strengthening program, a mobility program. And as you implement these programs, you can use this as a baseline. It is an assessment. It's not a training to get someone better with their reducing their fall risk, but it does give us a baseline that we can use moving forward. Thank you for listening to our presentation. Thank you for the semester and the past 4 years, Professor Mascaro.
Thank you.
Woo, you've been a great professor. Thank you. And then we have our sources
And
right there.
Right here, sources. Awesome.